In Ross Given's new pitch about guns, greed, and an AI apocalypse, he talks about a new AI boom that will boost a company he calls the $8 AI savior stock. Givens hypes this one up, presenting it as an undervalued gem that could ride the wave of AI advancements to massive returns. So, in this video, I'll dive into what this pitch is really about. More importantly, I will reveal the company he's teasing, so that you don't have to spend money on a newsletter for that information. Before I start, if you're looking for the best stock picks, go ahead and check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. These picks have beaten the S&P 500 by nearly 150% over the last few years. This content is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Before I reveal the stock that Ross Givens is teasing, let me break down his pitch to give you much-needed context. Ross Givens is the guy behind a publishing company called Traders Agency, who used to work as a professional money manager. At one point, he was a vice president at a major investment bank, and that background has informed how he approaches his investments, as you'll notice in his new presentation. Ross Givens' new presentation is about artificial intelligence. He chose to focus on the energy consumed by AI rather than go down the well-worn path of talking about NVIDIA and other big tech players in this space. Ross actually predicts that the big tech stocks that have ridden the AI wave are due for a correction. But, as I've already mentioned, he is more interested in how much energy it takes to power the data centers that power AI. For those who don't know, AI actually runs on massive data centers filled with servers and GPUs. These centers work overtime to process the mind-boggling amount of data AI models process. Givens argues that AI's electricity demands are set to explode, with the need potentially reaching a quarter of all electricity produced in America. He is essentially saying that AI's growth is limited by the ability to keep data centers running. But he has identified a panacea to this challenge: nuclear energy. Ross Givens thinks nuclear energy could tackle the massive energy demands of artificial intelligence. Nuclear is a reliable and sustainable source of energy that is regaining traction after a few years of stagnation. Specifically, he sees small modular reactors, or SMRs, as the technology that could fuel this AI-driven future. You're probably familiar with traditional nuclear power plants. They are huge facilities designed to generate power for massive populations. SMRs are smaller than conventional reactors, but still capable of churning out between 50 to 300 megawatts of power. That's more than enough to support a small city or a data center handling intense AI computations. SMRs are becoming popular because you get the benefits of nuclear energy without the downsides of the traditional nuclear power plants. They are compact, easier to construct and deploy, and they don't require a massive capital investment. If you have a data center set up in a remote, off-grid area, you can bring your SMR on site and be assured of reliable energy without straining the grid. And here's where his $8 savior stock comes into play. Instead of investing in just any company in the SMR space, he has identified one that he is calling the $8 AI savior stock. He doesn't reveal its name and instead teases it by revealing enough clues to get you interested so that you'll sign up for his newsletter. So, what does he say about this company and its role in the SMR space? First, he says that Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, is taking a lead role pushing this nuclear power company. He also reveals that it builds 15 to 100 megawatt nuclear fission reactors aimed directly at data centers and utility companies. It went public quite recently and must have been trading at $8 when Ross first broadcast his webinar. Now, the smoking gun for me was Ross saying that this company finalized an agreement with the U.S. Department of Energy to conduct site investigations at a site in Idaho. This was on September the 26th, 2024. With those clues, it is pretty clear that Ross is talking about a company called Oklo, Inc. Oklo is a pioneering company in the nuclear energy sector, focusing on the development of small-scale nuclear fission reactors. Their flagship product, the Aurora powerhouse, is designed to generate between 15 to 50 megawatts of electrical power. This compact, fast reactor can operate for up to 10 years without needing to be refueled. The Aurora reactor also can convert nuclear waste into clean energy. Therefore, it is an ideal solution for off-grid applications like data centers. It received the green light to start site investigation work for its planned microreactor in Idaho on September 24, 2024. It plans for the reactor to come online in 2027. Oklo is working on advanced fuel recycling technologies in collaboration with the U.S. Department of Energy and national laboratories. Now, the company went public in May 2024 through Sam Altman's Special Purpose Acquisition Company. Since then, Oklo's stock has seen significant activity. Over the last 6 months, the stock has risen by 45.84%, and it has gained 102.33% in the previous 3 months. The stock has been particularly buoyed by recent agreements and advancements, such as the finalized agreement Ross is talking about. As I come to the end of this video, the key takeaway here is that Ross Givens is really hyped up about this stock. There is logic in betting on energy infrastructure as AI continues to grow. But Oklo's role in that transformation is far from guaranteed. Nuclear energy has faced significant hurdles, which could make the road ahead challenging for Oklo and any new nuclear tech company. Givens has approached this at an exciting angle, but you should weigh the risks and avoid getting swept up in the hype. Before you leave, if you're interested in stock picks that have outperformed the S&P 500 by nearly 150% over the last few years, check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. Click the link in the description to see the best business to start online, which made me over $26,000 last month alone. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up below and subscribe for more.